Fanfic Corner, presented by Jennifer. Sombra's Midnight Star. Chapter 14, Sombra's Unwanted Anniversary. Okay, for those of you who have not yet seen the first few videos for Sombra's Midnight Star, I suggest you go view those now, as this is a continuation of that story. Past Sombra on a boat, reminiscing about the last time he saw Harmony. I remember it like it was yesterday. I woke up on a bright sunny day to the smell of raspberry cake and chocolate. I smiled at the smell, then turned and frowned at the calendar. Despair flooded my system as I realized what date it was. Most equines would look forward to a day like today. But not I. No, days like today were filled with over-the-top buffoonery, unwanted celebrations, and lots of glitter. Too much glitter. I had been picking pieces of glitter from my mane since last year's celebrations. And the posturing of those stupid alicorns on this date was the worst part. It was supposed to be the celebration of my creation, but they had turned it into a stupid holiday. I absolutely despised my creation anniversary. I decided to put a stop to this charade before it got out of hand. I stomped down the hall to the kitchen. Growling, I turned around and bucked the kitchen door open. It hit the wall with a bang, but the blasted door slammed right back into my face when I turned to go in. My horn got stuck in the door. I saw silver magic leave the door as I tried vainly to tug my horn free. My horn was stuck in the door like some pony had glued it there. Only one creature would dare do something like this. Harmony. I heard footsteps ringing closer and closer in the hall. Each clap of her hooves made the dread inside me grow. My ire regarding the festivities of today still clung to the forefront of my mind, but this dread was staging a remarkable coup and was winning quite heavily. Why could Harmony not have normal punishments for me? Why did she feel the need to be creative in her penalties? "Are you done throwing your tantrums, Colt?" she whispered in my ear. I turned my eyes in the direction of her voice, finding Harmony's angry smirk meeting my gaze. "Yes," I answered weakly, as I stared at the abyssal grin containing Harmony's rage. She graced me with one of her condescending smiles. Harmony knew she had won. She always had. "Good. Glad to see we are on the same page," she spoke through her natural smile. I huffed in annoyance at her mark. "Now, Sombra, do not give me that attitude. Do you want to be stuck in the door for the rest of the day? No, I didn't think so. Here, let me help you. I fell on my butt at the blast of silver magic, which shot me out of the door. Harmony walked over to where I was sitting and stuck out her hoof. I wrapped my foreleg around hers, and she pulled me back up into a standing position. I mumbled a weak thank you, and Harmony just nodded. I turned to find my gremlin of a student standing there, her mouth open wide. I was still quite incensed with her for saving my mane and tail. I mean, who does that? She also turned my coat the most horrendous shade of pink. It didn't even match the house. I narrowed my eyes at the gremlin, and she shut her mouth. I smirked happily at having at least this much control on this anniversary. But Harmony whacked me upside the head with her wing for that small action. Do you not have somewhere to be, Sombra? Harmony asked in the most patronizing tone. Like some sort of party, perhaps? They cannot celebrate your creation anniversary without you in attendance. So I will teleport you there, free of charge. Do not worry. I will take care of midnight while you are gone. Have fun. Wait, too late. She never listened to me. I did not want to visit this horrid scene. And yet I was poofed into the middle of Antera's party for this auspicious occasion. Dread flooded my system, again, as I watched the heads of alicorns turn in my direction in unison. A squeal could be heard over the clatter, silencing the quiet conversations that had arisen in my arrival. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Why must I suffer like this? I thought, as Achilles plastered herself to my side as firmly as my horn had been attached to the kitchen door. Hey, hunk of stallion, going my way? She asked in a futile attempt to sound appealing. Oh, no. No, you stuck yourself to me much too closely and excitedly for my comfort, I mumbled. Now, please get off of me. I turned to move anywhere else, but Anteri stubbornly re-headed herself to my side. Come on, stud. Let us get some drinks. Let us not. As expected, I was ignored and dragged over to the drink table. It was littered with horrible-smelling drinks and very tipsy alicorns. I knew what I was going to do. Not drink any of that. Or that. Nor that. I was not even sure what that one was. They ate that? No, thank you. I was going home. As soon as I lost my tail. I was not a fan of pin the tail on the alicorn. Nor did the paper game, and certainly not this mare's imitation. Move until she was not moving. She was holding a drink and shoving it into my face. She smiled expectantly, waiting for me to take a drink. I absolutely did not want to. Wait, I had an idea. I cast a mini smell to make the pink appear to evaporate into thin air as if I was drinking it. Yeah, that would work. Tilly seemed to accept my ruse, and her smile grew even eerier. Well then. Come, let us dance. Let us not. As per her custom, I was ignored and dragged off to the dance floor. I just stood there as the rest of the alicorn population gravitated towards us. In a sea of dancing bodies, I was an island of discomfort. This was a nightmare to haunt me for the rest of my life. Antares kept bumping into me to make me move. I stood stiffly against any sort of movement. I thought I heard a growl, but could not distinguish it from the crowd and the loud music. "Come, let us eat," she yelled into my ear. I wondered if her yelling had caused the sudden ringing in my ear. "Thanks for that." "Let us not," I rebutted. However, as she had done before, you get the point. I found myself at a food table, wondering where in my life it had all gone wrong. I tried to ignore the alicorns as she attempted to stuff my face with whatever edibles she could get her hooves on. I spied a table with random wrapped packages on it. Lo and behold, then I spotted Delica put a blue and silver package on the table. He saw me glare at him and grinned and poofed into navy glitter. I noticed that he took the box with him. Well, I decided to take a page out of his book and poof along home. Bye. I collapsed in a heap of exhaustion. I swore I could not move. Not now, not ever. Light blue hooves filled my line of vision. Questioning amethyst eyes peered into my tired ones. "Are you okay?" my gremlin of a pupil asked. I gave her a look which clearly responded, "Do I look okay?" There is something I want to show you," the gremlin said. "Come and get up." "Nah, I don't want to," I said in a harsh Scottish brogue. When tired, I had this admitted childlike tendency to desire that of others to become as frustrated trying to listen to me as I became listening to them. Scottish accents seem to do the trick best. "Dunna make me, you little nugget. If'n you make me, I'll give you a square go. You dunna want that, you wee bairn." I smiled. I felt something crawling under my belly. I lowered my head to find Midnight struggling to crawl her way underneath me. It appeared that she was trying to stand up and carry me on her back to her destination, or possibly to cause me to stand up myself. It was rather comical to look at. I let out a good belly laugh despite myself. Midnight cast me a dirty look. How dare she? And resumed her efforts. I could sense her determination would extend far past her physical abilities. So I took pity on the mare and stood up after one more second of laziness. I grinned casually at her look of exhaustion and frustration. "By Harmony, what have you been eating?" she asked me quite rudely, as she groaned and stretched her back in mild symptoms of pain. "Food," I said plainly. She cast ice daggers at me. These were figurative ice daggers. I hadn't gotten around to teaching her that spell. "Thank you, Harmony." She grumbled out a "come on" as she brushed past me. I had half a mind to flop back to the ground just to spite her. As that thought crossed my mind, however, I remembered that the little gremlin had Harmony wrapped around her hoof. How was such a little demon mare able to delve a deeper relationship with my creator than I was? I was supposed to be Harmony's favorite. The gremlin stopped and turned around. She started to tap her left hoof in the most irritating way. I rolled my eyes and started to walk her way. In response, she gave me a surprising, dazzling smile and turned back in the direction she was heading. I followed her to the dining room to find that it had been decorated. Midnight turned around and shouted, "Surprise!" along with, to my utter surprise, Harmony. The room was strewn with purple, blue, orange, pink, yellow, and white ribbons. The table was bedecked with a black tablecloth. The centerpiece featured red diamonds twisted in red wire to make an elaborate design, carefully arranged in a crystal-clear bowl that was quite pleasing to the eye. A raspberry cake with black frosting sat on one side of the centerpiece, while a bowl filled with freshly chopped mangoes graced the other side. Midnight trotted up to me and hung a necklace made of red and black flowers around my neck. She smiled at me and said, "Happy Creation Day. Harmony blessed you with many fruitful years to come. Now, let's eat." "What do you mean, Happy Creation Day?" I asked in befuddlement. Midnight simply replied, "It's the day that our great and glorious Creator first made our world. We celebrate it to show our gratitude and thanksgiving. We pledge on this day that we shall live our lives to honor Harmony and uphold her decrees to the best of our abilities. We celebrate the lives of our families by spending the whole day with them. We thank Harmony for giving us a leader and a role model in the firstborn. Black, red, purple, blue, orange, pink, yellow, and white are all special colors we decorate our homes with to show our devotion. So, Sombra, Happy Creation Day, and Harmony bless you with many fruitful years to come." Tears formed in my eyes at her speech. It was rather touching to be the guest of honor at this intimate affair. It also amplified the pressure and guilt I had building up over the last 50 years for not living up to her ideals, or any other ponies, possibly even Harmony's. "You've been having a rough week, so I decided to surprise you by celebrating this special day with you. It's always more fun when you can celebrate Creation Day with another part of Harmony's creation. I needed you out of the house so I could set up the decorations. I had no clue where Harmony sent you, but I hoped you would go to the market and get some more mangoes. My mom came over and helped out, too, and so did Harmony. My mom is kind of mad at me for celebrating this day without her, but she got over it when I told her that I'm spending the whole next week with her. So anyways, would you like to eat and celebrate with me?" Let me get this straight. So what you're saying is that I get a whole week to myself.
Yes, but
Let us celebrate. I smiled at this memory as I watched the waves crash into the boat. Midnight was fast asleep in our cabin below deck. I did not wish to wake her with my troubling thoughts, not when she was already helping so much by searching for her with me. So I had gone up to the deck to think. At last I had a good memory upon which to reminisce. A flash of navy blue light temporarily blinded my left eye. I turned around to find Delacar with the silver and blue package stowed in his mouth. He had a stupid grin on his face as he put the package down on the deck. With a knowing grin, he poofed into navy glitter again. Great. Now I have more glitter to clean out of my mane. I nudged the package with my hoof. When it didn't explode, I picked it up with my magic and went to bed. I decided I would deal with it tomorrow. Good night, every pony.